Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in today. Yumper Dupe here. Today we're going to be playing, starting the Minecraft RLCraft mod pack, and we are going to be doing a series on it, hopefully from beginning all the way to the end here. And I'm going to start off with this episode just with some getting up and running for everyone who wants to follow along, and just a few basics of what I've learned so far in the first hour of playing, as there is a little bit of a learning curve. And I had to do a bit of reading, so to save you guys the headache of watching all that, I just did that ahead of time. But to get everyone up and running, for everyone who would like to play along, all you'll need to be able to play this mod pack is to have Minecraft purchased and installed, and then you would need to go ahead and download, and I'll put all of these links in the description as well. So you would first need to go to overwolf.com and download the Overwolf app. That's going to allow you to download from their CurseForge, which is what we will use to run all the mod packs for Minecraft. So in Overwolf, you would go ahead and here, I'll bring up Overwolf as well. See if I can here. Oh, see. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, so when you have Overwolf opened, you need to go to the mods tab, and then from here, go ahead and download CurseForge. Once you have that installed, then this is what the CurseForge would look like, and you would go to Browse Mod Packs, and it's already going to be on the top here. If not, you can search it, but RLCraft, you would go ahead and click Install, and then if you open up and you're reading, one of the first things it says you will need Optifine. You want to get this version, so you click on the link, and so that's going to bring you here. You would go ahead and download Optifine, and then from there you would need to move that zip folder that it downloads. You don't need to extract it or anything, you would just go ahead and, so to locate the game instance for the RLCraft mod pack, you would need to find your CurseForge folder, which mine is in my users, and then name of my profile, and then CurseForge, Minecraft, instances, RLCraft, and then you would locate the mods folder. It's going to show all the different mods in the pack, and you would drag that, I'm sorry, not a zip file, the jar file that you download from here. You would then go ahead and drag that into your mods folder here. So you can see I have wherever mine is here, Optifine G5. So you would drag that in there, and then that will give you the Optifine. And then, if you want to have the same experience I'm having, I went ahead and downloaded the recommended shaders and texture pack that the creator used for the mod pack. So that would be the Silders shaders pack here. I'll put the link in the description for that as well. I went ahead and downloaded the Silders Vibrant Shaders v1.41 High, and then with these, well, say this is the shader, you would download that, and then if you want the texture pack as well, put the link for that in the description as well, but you would want to go to the for Minecraft 1.12 section and download the v.2 huge update. And so both these shaders and the texture pack are going to be zip files there that you can then, in the same mod pack folder here instead of the mods folder. For the shaders, there's going to be a shader packs folder. You would go ahead and pop the zip file right in there for the shaders. As you can see, mine is there. Don't need to extract it or anything. And for the resource packs, same thing. Go ahead and drag in the Chroma Hills. And then I'll show you how to enable those from the in-game settings once you have the actual game open and everything. So once you have all that setup done, you have the Optifine added to the mods pack, optionally if you want to do the shaders and the texture packs, you have those added to their respective folders as well. Then you can get rid of that, and you don't need any of this anymore. And so then, once you actually have it launched here, you'd hit play here to launch it. It would launch the Minecraft launcher and then tell you to, here, I guess I'll go ahead and show all of that as well. It's going to take a little bit of loading, but might as well show it just to make sure no one's having any issues. This is what the actual launcher will look like once you have it open, but I'll go ahead and relaunch it. So after you have the mod pack installed and everything here in CurseForge, you would go ahead and launch it here. And it may take a second. It's going to launch the regular Minecraft launcher, and you should see RLCraft right here in the installation section showing what you're about to launch. And the first time you do it, it'll say, do you accept to these blah 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 modified installations? You would hit yes, check the box, hit play, and it does take a little bit to load up all the mods to bring up the launcher, so just bear with it. Just is loading up all the mods in the pack. So that will open up. Okay, so here it is loading all the mods, and it's going to take about 2 to 3 minutes here, so bear with me. And mine is going a little bit extra slow because I am streaming, so bear with me. Alright, so once it does finish and opens up, you'll see this launcher screen here. Well, if you have all the, well, never mind, yeah, it looks like this anyway. But so then if you're following along and adding the texture pack and shaders. You would go ahead and go into here, the settings or options, go to video settings. For the shaders, click on the shaders, and you just select here. It should be listed already if you did it correctly. Silder's Vibrant Shaders. Click on that. Hit done. And for the texture pack, that'll just be leave right here from the regular options and resource packs. Yep, and you would see it over here on the left, Chroma Hills. You would click on the arrow to move it over to the right here. And hit done. And that's how you add the shaders and the texture packs there. And once you have that done, you can go ahead and create your world. So I already have one created because, like I said earlier, I wanted to get some of the getting started and learning curve stuff out of the way, so I didn't have to be showing all of that while I was learning it. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into my world here and just recap what I've done so far and give you guys some good pointers for getting started. Alright, so gonna pause it because, as you'll learn quickly here, the villagers are incredibly annoying, especially with one of the mods or resource packs that makes their voices sound different. So anyway, I'm just gonna pause this while I'm talking about what I did real quick here. So in terms of getting a start or a spawn, it is recommended to continually die until you find a village to get a spawn, or to start at for a good starting point. I would recommend doing that because you'll see in a second here why, but for the main reason, but also for the purposes of getting a base down with everything, the mods and how it's set up for getting started. Unless you're very efficient, you're most likely going to die many times through the night before ever being able to get a base down. I mean, you can always go underground as well, but I would recommend starting with a village as it helps with getting some of the loot as well, so you can bypass some of the flint stages. But so yeah, I basically died a few times and then ended up at this village here and decided to make this my home. So I didn't build this. This is just a big castle in the village that I took over. And so yeah, let me make sure I have a couple things here to be able to show. Then we'll head outside. What happened to my sword? Did I drop it? Well, I don't see my sword in here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright. So yeah. So one of the first things you'll need to realize quickly is that you don't automatically pick up items. So for example, if I want to pick this rock up, I would right click on it. Same goes for if you break stuff and it's sitting on the ground, it's not going to automatically go into your inventory. You have to either right click on it, or you can shift, or I mean crouch or sneak, and everything in your close vicinity will be picked up. So you can get used to that. And then yeah, basically the first things you're going to have to do, because you're not going to, you'll notice that you won't be able to break down trees as you would in vanilla Minecraft. It will not give you a block. So you need to have tools to do any sort of harvesting. So with me spawning in this village, I was able to obtain a stone axe from one of the chests. And there's a cool mod in this mod pack where if you just hit the bottom piece of the trunk, the trees basically fall over and it breaks. It will fall away from the direction that you're chopping it unless you're crouched. And then you can pick that up. But yes, if you don't spawn near a village, basically you will have to find gravel. It's an absolute must to spawn near gravel or find gravel. It's going to be the first thing you need so that you can make a flint knife. And then you would have to take the flint knife and break up the grass to be able to get plant string. And then you can make a flint hatchet and get your first wood that way. But I recommend just starting at a village, especially if it's your first time or if you're not an expert, like myself. But so yeah, either going through the flint way or finding a village and getting or finding a hatchet and start getting some trees. Yeah, so the first way to get cobblestone is going to be those rocks that I picked up. You'll see it gives you a rock here. Now if I get a couple more rocks, which are pretty easily found on the ground, get a few more of those, and I can make cobblestone. So you can make the cobblestone with 4 rocks, give you 1 cobblestone, and you can get stone tools by doing that, getting some sticks. Now, to be able to get your first crafting table, I already had some in the village, but you'll see that it doesn't make wood planks if you put those in here, so you have to put the wood on the ground and right click it with your axe to turn it into planks. And then you can do the same thing to the planks to turn into sticks. And then once you get a crafting table, you can, I mean, you'll still have to do that until you can get a saw. Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, you do still have to do that. But, yeah, then eventually you can get a saw to be able to do it quicker. Now, other than that, the next thing I was focused on basically was making it so I can get, oh yeah, I should go over this as well. So if you hit H, you'll see the health system is a little bit different. You have health for each part of your body. The head is going to be the most important because if the head goes to 0, even if you have plenty of health everywhere else, you will die. So you need to keep a close monitor on that. You can access that by hitting H. And then you see if read here, sleeping restores 50% of max health, so definitely sleep as much as possible because it does restore all of these healths a good bit. And then, yeah, so my main concern next was getting food, which food is pretty much self-explanatory, pretty similar to vanilla. Kill some animals, cook the food. Then I was worried about the water. As you can see, they've added water or hydration to this mod as well. So with that, I went and tried to figure out what I need to do to get water. So I actually happened to come across, here, I'll go ahead and show that now. I was lucky enough to come across a couple buckets in this village, so I, trying to use common sense, I guess, figured that if you, well actually, yeah, I first, because my water started going down, so I was over by a lake over there on the, or river over here on the edge of this village, and I figured out that you can sneak and right click to drink from any river, but that water will poison you because it's not clean. So then later on I came across some buckets in this village, and if you fill up the buckets, which I will do real quick. Yeah, I think this texture pack and shaders look really good, by the way. Very nice, especially with the lighting. I love it. So anyway, the water looks good, really good too. I'll fill up these buckets. And so I figured if I go ahead and maybe pop these buckets in the furnace, maybe then that would be cleaning the water, you know, boiling the water. Oh, sorry, not the crafting table. Really nice. And it just so happened that I was correct. You pop the water buckets in the furnace, and it makes, I believe it's purified drinking water it's called or something. Yeah, purified water bucket. And then those, you can, I tried to figure out how to just drink it, but I don't think you can just drink it out of the bucket, so I just made myself a little water source here that I'll just fill up, and I drink from that. But yep. Yeah, let's fill this up, and then yeah, I can go ahead and if I sneak and right click. Oh, didn't mean to place my torch, but as you can see, it filled up my water, and it took one of the water sources. Yeah, I was originally hoping to make an infinity purified water source, but it does take the source block when you drink it, so you can't make it infinite, but yeah, does a pretty good job at least you have 4 drinks of water ready to go at any time. So yeah, that's that, and then, or that's how you get water. And then my next concern was, as you can see here, right next to my water and health, in between that and the food, or that and my health, this little circle here with the orange around it, that's your temperature. So you can get, you know, hypothermia, frostbitten if you get too cold, and you can get, you know, overheated. So where I live, it does snow a lot here, so that was my next concern, as I kept almost dying from hypothermia. Needed to figure out how I can get a heat source, so I figured out how to make a campfire, which is over here. See, a campfire is cobblestone and logs, so it's easy to craft, but then you have to be able to light it, which took me a little bit to figure out, because I made this matchbox, which you do need to make this matchbox here for torches, because torches, where's my matchbox? There it is. So torches are not lit by default, so you have to, let me just show you. So when you craft a torch, if I can find a stick, oh, I have stick, oh, duh. So when you Come on. Okay, so when you craft a torch, you will get unlit torch. So then you have to light the torch with either a flint and steel, which is going to be hard to craft for a while in the beginning, until you get some steel and flint if you did find some gravel. Luckily for me, I did not find any gravel yet, but I did find some steel in a little. I found a little dungeon thingy. Went in there and found some steel or iron, I mean. Luckily, so I don't have any flint yet, but so I was able to make the matchbox. The matchbox is a little bit troubling. You do need to find some sugarcane because it does require paper. So you can make that with paper and wood slabs. And paper you can get from sugarcane as normal, or you can also get it if you happen to be lucky enough to find or spawn near some birch trees. You can create the paper right from the birch logs by crafting it. So that is something I wasn't able to do, but I got my paper from, I believe from one of the chests here as well in the village. But so then you can make the matchbox, and then you can put your unlit torches in the crafting table with the matchbox to make lit torches. And it just consumes a little bit of the matchbox each time. But then, trying to use common sense, I figured that the matchbox would be able to light the campfire. Well, no. Oh, campfire just went out. Okay, perfect time to be able to show you. So yeah, you can't light it with the matchbox, it just doesn't do anything. I tried. I'll show you again. Right click on it, doesn't do anything. Shift click on it, tries to do something, but doesn't. So, you have to use sticks, like you're rubbing sticks together. You just continue to right click on it with the sticks. Or, I'm sorry, shift right click maybe? Or sneak right click? Oh, no. That doesn't want to light for some reason. Does it need some logs? Ah, it needs some more logs. Yeah, so by default it has logs in it already, but you have to add some to it once it burns out, it looks like. So you right click the logs into there, and then you right click on it with some sticks until it lights. There you go. Takes a few sticks and then now it's lit up, heating me up again. Okay, now I believe that's everything I've basically done so far. Trying to think, make sure that was everything. Go to sleep real quick. Okay. Fill up my source here. Alright. Put this stuff away real quick here. Yep, you'll notice as well, like I found some armor. I found some... Well, I can put on this leather armor that I found, but like this chain armor. Here. And I put on I made a shield. If you try to put it on, it says you do not meet the requirements to wear this armor, so... That's something I'm still trying to figure out next. That'll probably be the next episode, is figuring out how to level up some of these skills here. So, yeah, we'll be working on that next. And also the quests here, there's a whole quest system. I still need to find some flint or to pass that quest, but, yep. And so we will get into a lot of that in the next episode, getting off the ground basically with that stuff and starting to get some materials going on. There's this Lycanites mob section too. There's a whole lot of different mobs. I don't know how much this really gives on them, but we can go through that. Yeah. Take another stroll outside real quick just to make sure I'm not missing anything I wanted to show you guys. Pretty sure that's all I wanted to cover in this episode though. Let's see. Yeah, I really like the trees falling over. I think that's a really cool mod. Is this gravel? I don't know, it's cobblestone. I'm really curious to see what's over here. Filed dirt. Oh. Got a quest complete for that, okay. I don't know what I need you for, but guess we'll find out. Oh, that's actually stone? Oh, I should have brought my pickaxe. I have to come back over here. See what that ore is. I wonder if that's copper or what. Oh, it's not copper. That shit just burned me. Must be like some magma ore or something. I don't know. Come on. A black mushroom. Scronet. A scronet. Yeah, I think this mod pack prides itself on being really realistic, so I think it does a good job in that with having to pick stuff up a certain way and stuff like that. What is that thing? Yeah, some of these mobs in here are kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm excited to play it, see all it has to offer. I think it's gonna be a fun adventure going all the way through it. Hopefully there's a lot of stages to go through and stuff to— oh my— what? Dude. What in God's name was that? Oh my— I'm out of here, man. See, that's the one thing about this mod pack. There's so much crazy stuff that it literally says in the description, expect to die a lot. Yeah, these things do a lot of damage to you, the mobs do, and anything that happens to you, you tend to take a lot of damage, so yeah, definitely be ready for that. You will die a lot. So definitely make sure you have a base and a bed down so that it doesn't ruin your day. Yeah, that's about it for this episode, guys. Just wanted to go over the basics of how to get started with the mod, be able to play along with me as I go through it. Yeah, I believe I covered everything I've done so far and what you need to know to get started. So next episode we will be jumping into the skills and the quests and seeing what we need to do there to start getting some of the different items and just stages unlocked, better tools and stuff. So and then we can go exploring. That's when the real fun happens. But yep, thank you so much for tuning into the first episode, guys. I'll try to get the first or second one up tomorrow, and we'll keep going through the pack here and see all it has to offer. Yep, this is Yumper Dupe signing out. We'll catch you guys later.